June the 22nd, 2020. Guys, I had a lot of questions about the video earlier today. Again, many of us have watched the Saharan dust cloud come over during hurricane season for the last several years, but they're saying this is the strongest in 50 years. If you haven't seen the video from earlier today, it was the last one posted. And there's people in the comments, guys, it's very interesting that we're getting the reports almost live, is that it's the worst they've seen in this area, and they're saying that even healthy adults, they can have problems with their lungs with this amount of concentration of dust. And they're saying it's like a yellow haze in the sky and all that. But notice the timestamp. And the questions were, when and where would it hit in the southeastern United States? So if we look at it now, June the 22nd at 8 a.m. tonight, and I will play this thing forward. Notice your timestamp. It's right now. It's going into the Bay of Campeche and looping up off the coast of Mexico and Houston, right in this area here. And the darker areas or the higher concentrations, they can be as thick as 2 miles and can travel from 5,000 to 1,500 feet as they come across the ocean. But they settle. That's why we're getting the reports from the islands and Port-au-Prince and those places about how bad it is right now. So you're going to have to be careful with it. You may have some masks left over, and people were actually saying, I mentioned in the video earlier today that they were wearing 2 masks, one for the virus and one for this dust storm. But let me play this thing. I'm just going to loop it forward and watch how the concentration of this Saharan air layer, dust layer, moves into the southeastern United States. This will go up into the 25th. Now this is June 22nd, June 23rd, that's tomorrow, coming into June 24th, right there at 5 a.m. in the morning. It's along the coastlines. It's in the thinner layers, except in the Houston area. Notice the darker areas. Now let's go forward one frame. This is 11 a.m. You can see it penetrating up into central Louisiana across most of Texas at this point. 2 p.m., 5 p.m., moving further. Notice all through Florida, through the Panhandle, through southwestern Alabama, central Mississippi, Louisiana, into Arkansas, Oklahoma, into Texas. Now, each day the model will get a day further as far as the modeling goes, just like during hurricane season, they're watching the low pressure systems. And what they were talking about in the video earlier, some of the meteorologists down in Puerto Rico were saying they were looking for some tropical or a tropical wave to come in. And what this dust does is it will tamper down a tropical wave or a hurricane because the dust absorbs the moisture, and it needs that moisture to form a storm. And at the same time, it dampens the dust storm down too. But these come in cycles, and they peak in August. And it's just, again, I hope I answered some of the questions that you guys had in the video earlier today. We'll keep an eye on this as the models update, as well as the tropical system. Now, the system that we saw that was moving up and off of New York will be a tropical storm tonight, but it's moving offshore, but it's going to skate up along the Nova Scotia area, places like that. I'll do a video on that tomorrow, guys. But it is going to be a tropical storm tonight. Now, mainland USA does not look like it to be affected, but it is going to skate up, and it will probably affect some of the fishing industry that's been recently reopened. So let your friends know about that. And on our website, if you'll go to bpearthwatch.com, look in the left side column and scan down, you'll see, go past earthquakes and things like that, and you'll see hurricanes. Click on there, and it'll give you the latest on where that low pressure system is now. It's sustained 35-mile-per-hour winds, but I think tonight, it will become a tropical storm. And then as it gets into cooler water, it will move out. But a tropical storm, guys, you know, can be strong, especially if you're on the water on the coastline. So heads up on that. Be safe.